You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I am back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports 2. Well, the deal is done. This morning early, I made that Jimmy Garoppolo video where we recklessly speculated about why Jimmy's deal did not get done yesterday, and in turn, they canceled a press conference. And really, it was more of me talking out loud and us speculating all together on a video. It seems like some people appreciated that, got some down votes. Okay, good. All right, fine. I was just telling you where I was at on it because it was worth bringing up. And there were also a lot of NFL fans that were wondering exactly what was going on with the Raiders. Well, Jimmy Garoppolo is signed, sealed, and delivered. And it just so happens we also have a statement of Tom Brady not flinching on retirement. Interesting timing on that. Okay. I mean, that wasn't around this morning. And then about an hour ago, Tom Brady emerged with a few comments about his retirement. So let's do that first, and then we'll go to Jimmy. Tom Brady isn't flinching on retirement stance this time. Tom Brady's retirement is really real this time, he promises. The 7-time Super Bowl winner will not reverse course on his retirement again, a sentiment he reiterated at his unofficial retirement party sponsored by his NFT brand autographed on Thursday. Quote, "There's nothing I love more than football," Brady told the crowd via Tampa Bay Times' Rick Stroud. "But I have young children, and they watched enough of their dad's games, and it's time for me to watch their games." Brady famously retired in February 2021, then changed his mind 40 days later, opting to return for another go-around with the Bucs. This time, however, the 45-year-old has reiterated that he won't be going back on his February 1st announcement that he's finished after 23 NFL seasons. That hasn't stopped the rumor mill from churning, possibly connecting him to the Dolphins, despite the 3-time NFL MVP transitioning to social media posts about caring for his 10-year-old daughter's Vivian's new cat. Brady shares Vivian and son Benjamin, 13 with supermodel Gisele Bundchen, whom he divorced in the midst of the 2022 season. So that's about as far as we're going to go with that. But yeah, he came out and reiterated that he was done. I think that's interesting timing. I think there's a good chance that maybe he wanted to squash some stuff, especially in light of the fact that Jimmy had not got his deal done yet, and the Raiders thing was starting to percolate a little bit. Some even commenting Tom Brady on line 1 and Aaron Rodgers on line 1, or the Jets are on line 1 to Garoppolo as a backup plan for Aaron Rodgers. Jimmy Garoppolo's deal with the Raiders is now done. I would assume we'll have a press conference sometime today. As we noted yesterday, the free agent contract Jimmy Garoppolo and the Raiders had reportedly agreed to wasn't actually done. Now it is. Garoppolo finalized the agreement with the Raiders and is signing his contract this morning, and then we'll have a press conference in Las Vegas today, according to Mike Garafolo of NFL Network. There was no reason to think about Garoppolo's deal wouldn't get done, but it's always worth remembering, especially during the frantic first few days of free agency, that a verbal agreement between a player and a team is not the same thing as a signed contract. Garoppolo and Raiders head coach Josh McDaniels know each other well, as McDaniel was the Patriots offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach for 3.5 years Garoppolo spent in New England. They both need a good year together, and with the contract done, they can get to work. And what that really looks like, it looks like it's a 1-year, it's supposed to be a 3-year deal, but for sure a 1-year deal between the Raiders and Garoppolo. And of course, there's all kinds of things that lead into a second and third year is how that breaks down. Look, it was worth speculating. Why did the deal not get done? There were rumors flying all over the place that Jimmy did not pass his physical. Now, I don't know if it was simply dotting the I's and crossing the T's, but they got the deal done. Like I said this morning when I led the video, look, by the time that video came out, the deal might have already been done, rendering the video completely worthless at that point. But it was worth talking about, I think, because a lot of people, it raised a lot of eyebrows. Yesterday afternoon into late evening, people everywhere was talking about what is going on with Jimmy Garoppolo. Why did he not sign his deal? Why did they cancel the press conference? And then a lot of different things started going on out there. Even some people were speculating, would Josh McDaniels consider backing out of the deal with Garoppolo to sign Brian Hoyer? Now, why in the world that would happen, I don't know, because Garoppolo's obviously a much better quarterback than Brian Hoyer, although Brian Hoyer's a very competent backup and obviously knows McDaniels' offense. Look, I think it's a good fit. I think McDaniels, Garoppolo, knowing that offense together, there's some things in play here that has to happen, though. Jimmy's got to stay healthy. We know that has been a struggle, okay? The big non-secret out of 49ers land has always been, you know, Trey Lance was drafted. That trade was made to move up in the draft to take Trey Lance or whoever it was going to be for a little while. A lot of people said Mac Jones, but that happened because Jimmy could not stay healthy, okay? We've seen when he stays healthy, Jimmy performs, team goes to playoffs. Now, there's going to be a major difference here. 49ers had one of the best defenses the last 3 or 4 years and will this season too. Okay, so, yeah, if you got a competent quarterback like Jimmy with a defense backing you up like the Niners had, not to mention all the weapons, and look, this Raiders team's got weapons too, they're going to score points. That's not going to be a problem. I mean, we saw them just about beat the Chiefs in a game last year, and I can tell you right now, it absolutely sends a signal that Josh McDaniels absolutely believes Jimmy is going to run this offense better than Derek Carr ran the offense. By the way, Derek Carr and the Saints are perfect for each other. Garoppolo and Josh McDaniels are perfect for each other. So it's going to be a matter of can they stop anybody. All right. Tom Brady, I understand he's still doubling down, but the Tom Brady smoke is not going to go away. I think you're going to, in all honesty, you're going to have to get through this year, this season, and probably through next season before the Tom Brady thing will go away for good. Okay, there were people calling Kurt Warner 3 years. Brett Favre, 3-4 years. Troy Aikman, 2, 3, 4 years after they walked away wanting to know if there was a unretirement there. So Brady's phone is always going to ring. Somebody's going to ask, a quarterback's going to get hurt, and somebody's going to call Tom. You know, depending on who it is, it's whether or not he answers and even listens or just hangs up the phone. If it's a really damn good team, you know, you got to wonder. I mean, Tom seems respectful. I doubt if John Lynch called out of nowhere that Tom's just going to maliciously hang up the phone. He's going to listen to a fellow Hall of Famer, at least to what he has to say. You know, he just seems respectful that way. That said, as of right now, Tom Brady looks like he is still retired. But there's a lot of people out there. Like I said this morning, there is a lot of people that believe he is coming back this year. Still. That's not going away for a while. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.